Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is August 1st, 2025. I can't believe that, and it's Friday too, so it's just, yeah. I can't believe how fast July has gone. So it's just another quick shopping haul. Yesterday I was at the mall with my daughter. So we go to Sunrise Records because they sell K-pop. That's the Korean pop bands that my daughter kind of likes. I like some of the Korean and Japanese pop bands as well, but I'm not buying any of their albums. I'm good enough with just finding them on YouTube and watching them that way. But I always like to look at their anime section, and I keep track of what movies, I do a lot of like the Studio Ghibli movies, and there's a few other Japanese stuff that I like, and so I always look and see when there's new movies are coming out, how much they cost, things like that. And so I was just going through, and they actually had a CD soundtrack. So this is the soundtrack for the One Piece film Red. I'm really into One Piece at the moment. I've been watching all the One Piece anime. I'm on season 14, I believe. I don't know, episode about 350. So I was trying to watch some of the other movies, but I really wanted to watch the movies, but it's been so long since I've watched any One Piece. I couldn't remember the names of the characters, couldn't remember their backstories. So I'm like, before I do the movies, I gotta get back into watching all the anime, all the episodes, just to get through the seasons to when they all meet up and all their backstories. So I haven't made it to this movie yet. I think this is one of the last movies that was made. I think this is the last one. There might be one more since then. I'm not sure. I have everything written down. So I got this from Sunrise Records for $17.99, and then there is the GST of 90 cents. So $18.90. And then I come home to play it, and I discovered after owning the PlayStation 5 for a year and a half that the PlayStation 5 does not play CDs. I don't know why not. PlayStations 1 through 4 all play CDs. PS5 does not. So, and I'm like, I don't really own a CD player. I mean, I've got my little portable one, but I have the noise canceling headphones. So I'm like, no, when I listen to music with I like to have the earphones, around my ear so I can watch TV or do something while listening to the music. I can't even do that because my headphones are noise canceling. And then, so I had to listen to it in the car. So it's all in Japanese. So I don't know, like I said, I haven't seen the movie yet, but the soundtrack is really, really good. So it says there's 7 songs, and then you have an 8 bonus tracks. So there's 8 tracks on here. So when I getting to watching this movie, then I will replay the soundtrack. And it's so funny because I don't have a CD player, and I told it to my husband last night. I picked him up and it was playing in the car. And he said he's been down at his store, and he said he just threw a CD player out last week because nobody needed it. So I don't have a CD player, but it sounds really good. And so yeah, I'll listen to this once I get caught up on all the One Piece movies and everything. But I had to run to I had to go to Dollar Tree, and then I did go to a Dollarama as well. And I just gotta move this because I've got a couple things here in the wrong spot. There we go. I had everything kind of here in 2 piles, and I realized, oh, I got the sticker sheets in the wrong pile. Okay, so Dollar Tree. Well, I am redoing this suitcase, like a little mini travel suitcase, makeup case, whatever you want to call it, train trunk, whatever. My daughter got from her great grandmother like 20 years ago. It's not in the best condition, like kids, don't always take good care of it. I've always kept the outside clean, but I just thought it's time to redo it. It was all falling apart. And so I've got the nice like satiny type material. Not this one. She likes the pink one. I just have the purple one just sitting here. So it's this satiny stuff. And so I just know that I need to make it a little bit thicker. So I know that Dollar Tree, pretty sure they still had some. Last time I was there, they had it. And this is the fusible interfacing. It's just going to make the material just a little bit easier for me to work with. And so I grabbed 2 packs just because I'm not good at knowing what the sizes are. Like, they can tell me the size here. I've done my measurements. I know what size I need. I need 2 pieces of material, you know, such a size. But I'm trying to figure the measurements out in my head and not fully understanding, you know, when they say it's 20 inches by 1 yard, that means absolutely nothing to me. I don't know how big that is laying out, and I know I needed 2 pieces. So I decided also I might cut wrong. I thought I might as well just buy 2 packs of them. It's not like I'm not going to use this for any other crafting coming up or sewing projects, but I just wanted something to, you know, to make the material a little bit thicker, a little bit easier for me to work with. So these were $1.75 each. Like I said, they're just the Crafter Square fusible interfacing. Like I said, it's 20 inches by 1 yard. It says heavyweight, great for jackets and waistbands, sewable, machine washable, non-woven poly blend. I'm going to say most of that means nothing to me, but I just know it's going to make it a lot easier for me to get this sewing project done. And then also inside there where I know that so I'm not taking the whole thing apart to redo the lining. I'm going to have where the lining is going to meet with the other part of the outside of the case that kind of goes in. And I know I'm going to have this weird little gap thing where, you know, the lining meets the outside part, and I'm just not quite sure how I can make it look good. So I thought, well, if I get some decorative ribbon, that is my simplest, easiest way that I could get it to look nice on the inside. So I got this ribbon. It's called Gross Grain with the metallic stripe. And I thought it was the perfect shade. Actually, I got right here in my purse. I had grabbed a small piece of, yes, this is the one. So it's a nice pink. It's not showing up too, I think it's not showing up very clear on my camera. But I thought this would look, you know, really good. And then it has the metallic silver in here, which is going to give some contrast to everything. The hardware on the case is silver, so I thought that's perfect. These are, so it's 5/8 inches by 108 inches, so it's 9 feet of ribbon. And again, I'm not good at figuring out how much I'm going to need. Also, I like it, and it's not like I'm not going to use it for other things, so I bought 2 of them, and they are also $1.75 each. And then the makeup, or the case, did have a mirror, so I was trying to find a mirror to replace the mirror that would have been in there for so many years ago. When my daughter got it, it never had the mirror, but I found this cute one. It is in a purple, and I know my daughter likes the lilac colors, and I thought, you know, the pink and the purple are just going to complement each other. And it's a perfect mirror. It's going to fit in there. I'm going to do the stretchy band thing to hold the mirror in place. And I was looking for a little mirror that I could just pop out of its case, or pop out of this, not case, whatever. The mirror sits in the little frame. I guess frame would be a better word. So I can always just pop, but I was worried if I do that, it might break. And then I found this one, and it is the standing mirror, so it has the built-in stand. And that is perfect. I can put the mirror in the case, and then if my daughter wanted to use the mirror, she can just slide it out and be able to use the mirror on its own. And this mirror was $1.75. And then I found, I just buy all that ribbon and stuff, and I was looking at the stickers. I don't need stickers, but I found this cute, it's the iron-on transfer, and it says, but first coffee. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's got the coffee on it. So I know it is for on material. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make with it yet, but they only had one. And this was, oh, I guess everything I bought from Dollar Tree was all $1.75 today. So this was $1.75 for this iron-on transfer. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but, you know, decided I'm just going to grab that. And then I found the, these are the planner stickers. And I Oh, excuse me. I really like the planner stickers where I can like flag certain things. I like this one. It's got the colors that I like. Then I'm looking at it and it has to do with, this is all the fitness ones. And I'm like, you know, I really want to get into that fitness stuff. And I bought that special little journal for keeping track of everything. And I thought this is a perfect one for me to do. Because I find that little journal, I can't always write small enough on some of those little lines and things what they give you. So this has, you write like, you know, how many miles did you run or walk? How many calories did you burn? I really don't do calories. How many steps did you do? My phone keeps track of my steps, and there are days when I'm amazed how many steps I really take. And then of course it just has like all these other stickers here. Like, you know, if you swim, yoga, run, gym, things like that. And then on the other sheet here, it's got like your meal planning days, so you can keep track of that, keep track of your weight. Did you drink water? Is it a cardio day? Leg, arm, rest? I think that's the only ones I see. I don't know. Yeah, meal prep days, and then keeping track of how much water did you drink for the day. And I think this might really help me keep track of some of this stuff. So I got this, it was also $1.75. So I spent, it was $12.25 and then 60 cents for GST. So I paid $12.85 for those items. And like I said, I needed the elastic to do the mirror, so the mirror can hold onto the lid of that case. And Dollar Tree didn't have any of these elastic bands. I know I have some, I just don't know where all my stuff is. I've been finding all this stuff and just kind of separating things, but I just don't feel like running down to the basement, digging through boxes, trying to find sewing stuff when I know I could just go to the dollar store. And for $1.25, I got these ones. And these ones are actually thicker than the ones that I know I have. I have the thin ones, but I thought because the mirror is so much bigger, it's going to have some weight to it. It's going to be like, you know, the lid up and down or just sitting that way. I thought the thicker elastic would work a lot better. So I bought two just because, you know, I'm one of those people who, are these two different sizes? Oh, they are two different sizes. I didn't even notice that till now. I thought I got two. This is the only two thick ones they had. So that's okay. I'll start with the thickest one, and if I mess up or if I need more, I can even run to this dollar store and grab another one. They're only $1.25 each. Yeah. So this one here is 1 inch by 3 feet. And this one is 3/4 of an inch by 4 feet. Okay, didn't even notice that either. When they're hanging up above your head and they're sitting like this and you're just trying to find the thickest ones, you know, like you can see this one was behind a whole bunch. I didn't want to pull it all out, so I just ripped it down. I didn't even notice they're different sizes until just now. It's the way that the camera hitting the camera. So yeah, then my receipt just blew away. There we go. Okay, and then again, right beside this stuff is the stickers. I always just kind of look through the stickers. I'm not buying more stickers, but I did. I bought this other sticker one. These are the photo stickers, which I thought would be really fun to do because I really want to get back into like scrapbooking, junk journaling again. So this was $1.50. They had a bunch of different ones. This is the only one that had the coffee on it. They had ones that had animals and costumes and wigs. They had one with different plants. They had some traveling ones of a different, like, I think they were landmarks from like around the world. But it's the coffee one is the one that, you know, I like, and it was the only one they had, and this was $1.50. So from Dollar Tree, my total was $4 and then 20 cents GST, so $4.20. So now that I know that I've got two different sizes of elastics, I probably have to go and grab another one of this size. It's okay. And I think that was everything from yesterday and today's trip to the stores. again, I just want to say, sorry, okay. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.